Ernie.
Oh yeah, Ernie's there.
This should be all Spahn if the
Spahn coming?
yeah. There's Spahn. That's the last one.
All righty. Good morning, everybody. My name's Charlie Blaney, and I'm the managing director of Dodgertown. And on behalf of the Los Angeles Dodgers, I'd like to sincerely welcome you to the second Ultimate Adult Camp, and also the sixth adult camp that the Dodgers have conducted here at Dodgertown. Every November, we also have an adult camp, and the only difference between that one and this one is the instructors. In November, they're all Dodger former players. At the Ultimate Camp, we have all these terrific Hall of Famers. We want you during this week to experience the same authentic training that a professional ball player goes through in spring training. Spring training starts around the country next Thursday when all the pitchers and catchers arrive in all the camps around the country. But this camp is designed to give you that same authentic training. For picture purposes, could you mind going in the center there so we'll have everyone even? Thank you. There's some seats up there in the back. To do this and to give you this authentic experience, we have the Dodger trainers who arrived yesterday, the Dodger Director of Publicity, the gentleman whom you'll be meeting in a few minutes who talked to you last night, Guy Wellman, who is the coordinator of instruction during spring training. So you will get the real McCoy. A couple of things I just would like to emphasize, a few of the rules that we're very strict on, and we've had to be through experience over the past several years. First of all, we ask that no outside visitors, members of your family, any friends, relatives, go inside any of the buildings anytime during the camp. There's a specific reason for this, and that is this camp is designed for the privacy and the personal experience of you campers and the Hall of Famers. In our early camps, we weren't as tight on that as we have to be now, and you can imagine when your children start coming in and everyone wants to meet these great instructors, it really dilutes the feeling for the camp. So please don't have us embarrass you or embarrass your family by asking them to leave. They're more than welcome to come and watch any activities outside, but not inside any of the buildings at all. Second of all, we have a little bit of a dress code in the dining room. This is the finest training facility in the country. This camp is casual, but it's not too casual in that we don't want you to go in the dining room in thongs, in cutoffs, in tank tops, that sort of thing. Wear slacks and be comfortable, but not too casual. You'll be seeing some of the people around the camp during the week, and I'd like you to know who they are. First of all, as part of the camp, you will all be getting a 2-hour videotape highlights of the week. It takes a few months after the camp is over, by the time it's all edited and so on and personalized until we get it to you, but you will all get it. And the fellow who will be doing that videotaping is Dan Giller. We will... Herbie Sharfman, this is his 40th spring training with the Dodgers. He will be here taking all of the black and white photographs, and he will be sending them back to your hometown newspaper and that sort of thing. So Herbie Sharfman is the gentleman right here. On my left with the Wilson sun visor on is Toby Zweikel. Toby is the director of publicity for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and he's come here to spend the week to handle all of the media requests, and he will be talking to your hometown newspapers and so on, and providing that kind of information. To Toby's right is Craig Kaline. Craig is the general manager of the conference center here at Dodgertown, and he and his staff will be the ones who will be looking after your housekeeping and food and beverage needs and so on. Craig and Toby and I and Guy will be here with you the whole week. We want to be talking to you. We want to hear your suggestions for improvements. We want to hear any complaints you have. We want this to be a super fun week for you. Over here is Jack Duckworth. Jack will be doing all of the color shots, and he'll be shooting pictures during the day and then posting them up on your bulletin board in the clubhouse every morning, so you can take a chance to see which ones you like and if you'd like to purchase any from Jack. Last and most important, the gentleman that you met last night is Guy Wellman. Guy is just a super outstanding gentleman who does so much for the Los Angeles Dodgers. He has been a scout for many years. He coordinates all of the instruction for the Dodgers in Arizona for the Instructional League. He comes down here and plans all of the schedules for spring training. He'll be your father confessor and your big brother, and he'll kick you in the fanny and pat you on the back, and your commissioner, and he's the guy that's going to be running the camp, Mr. Guy Wellman.
Thank you, Charlie.
You did that just right, Dave. Fellas, I want to thank Charlie for that wonderful introduction. I wish you would send that to Peter and let him know what I do. I just want to repeat what I mentioned last night, and Charlie has said I'm the father confessor. I am to the ball players down here, and if any of you have any problems, you have any suggestions, come see me. I'm a great listener. And if I can't answer your questions, I'll make sure that Craig and Charlie can. So come to me, and we want to make this the best camp, the best week you've had, and in the past 6 camps it has been, and we hope to continue to be successful along that line. We will have every night in your room the schedules for the next day. We will post the league standings that we'll have, the Grapefruit League, and all the batting averages. If you see something on the batting, on your statistics that's wrong, come see me. We'll see that it gets corrected. So any kind of problems at all, come see me. Now, the first thing I want to do, and this is always a real honor for me to introduce these fellows in front of you. I know already you guys have met some of them. They're great guys to be around. You've all got these biographies in your room. I'm not going to go through all of their records because it would just take a lot of time. I'd like for you to read them, though, when you get a chance in your room and see the stats that these fellows have compiled. And this is your chance during this week to take advantage of these fellows and suck up all of the knowledge, baseball knowledge that they've gained over all these years. And ask them to help you. Ask questions of them. They'll be more than glad to help you out there. I'm going to go right down the line. Mr. Cub, Ernie Banks. And before I became a Dodger, Ernie was my idol too. I mean, baseball's all-time leading base stealer, Lou Brock. Without a doubt, one of baseball's greatest catchers, Roy Campanella. One of the best fastballs they ever started clocking back in those days, Rapid Robert Feller. The model of consistency all those years with 18 all-star teams, Al Kaline. 5th on the home run list, 573 career home runs, Harmon Killebrew. Next guy enjoyed 6 20-win seasons. Juan Marichal. In the Dodger organization, all we got to do is say the captain of the Dodgers, Pee Wee Reese. The ace of the Philly staff for so many years, Robin Roberts. One of the greatest hitters of all time in both the National and American League, Frank Robinson. The great debate, one of the best center fielders in baseball and a great home run hitter for the Dodgers, Duke Snider. The winningest left-handed pitcher in Major League history, Warren Spahn. The knuckleball king, Hoyt Wilhelm. Well, there they are. Those are the guys that are going to be working with you fellows out here this week. So you've got some outstanding people to work with. Now, I'd like to introduce some of the fellows that I'm very proud to always be associated with. The guys that you're going to find that you're really going to appreciate this week because they're good instructors. They're people that work for the Los Angeles Dodgers. The manager of the Sarasota-Bradenton entry, the only championship we had last year, Joe Alvarez. The pitching coach for the Vero Beach Club, Dennis Llewellyn. Just got promoted, the new manager of the Great Falls Rookie League Club, Jim Stokel. And it just doesn't seem like it's been 7 years you've been managing. He's our AA manager, Gary LaRock, sometimes known as LaRoche. Now I'd like to introduce our trainers. This man has been with the Dodgers for a number of years, and he's going to come up here and say a few words to you in a little bit. Bill Bueller. His number one assistant on the big league club, Charlie Strasser. And the trainer for the Vero Beach Dodgers and my right-hand man in the Arizona Instruction League, Rob Giesecke. Okay, we have very, very few rules here, but I would like to mention just a few so that we get off on the right foot. One, always wear a batting helmet when you're hitting anywhere, and also when you're running bases. In the cages, live hitting anywhere, wear a batting helmet. When you warm up, and you'll start this today, when you warm up, everybody warm up and throw in the same direction. And you'll see why when they get out there and start throwing. Yes, sir. Warren, you must have went to sleep. I introduced Lou. Somebody keep Warren awake down there, will you? Another thing, please don't leave who's got a glove? Oh, that's all right. Don't leave a baseball in a glove. If you put a baseball in a glove and lay it down on the field somewhere, someone is that when you're running might step on that glove, and if they step and that ball's in there, it's going to turn your ankle something real bad. So don't put any baseballs in a glove. When you're through warming up, roll the baseballs into the coaches and they can put them in the bag. Don't lean against the batting cages when you're taking live hitting, because someone could lose the bat when they swing and it'd come over and hit you in the mouth or hit you in the head. So be careful around the batting cages. In the cages, we suggest that you use the metal bats, because if you don't, as you found out yesterday, those who worked out, you're going to get your thumbs jammed a little bit and you're going to break a lot of bats right off the bat. During the games out here, you can use the wooden bats during the games, and there's been a couple fellows ask me about using a metal bat in a game, and that's fine. If you want to do that, that's okay too. So those are some of the safety things, and we'll be warning you about other things. Stretching. I know you're going to this morning, you're going to start stretching with Bill. He's going to stretch you about 20 to 25 minutes every day and a little jogging. This is certainly going to help you in the next 5 days, because we want you all to finish this camp and be healthy at the end. And if you follow those instructions on the stretching, I think you will. It's going to help your legs. Use sunscreen ointment. Bill will travel all around throughout the workout starting today, and he will have sunscreen ointment. Use it, because this sun can eat you up. You may not think it's doing that, but it will. Take care of any blisters. If you feel any burning on your heels or your feet, take time, take your shoes off and go to one of the trainers and let them fix your blisters. If you're injured at all, report immediately to the trainers. And let them work on you, get the ice on you and the heat treatments, whatever they suggest, and they'll get you back out on the field real fast. Now, this last fall, we started out something different, and we're going to do it again this year. We will have a draft today. You're going to have three things to do this morning. We're going to break you down into outfielders. One group will be outfielders, one group will be infielders, another the pitchers and the catchers all together. Each one of those groups are going to spend 40 minutes in the batting cages hitting, and you're also going to spend 2 40-minute sessions either fielding or catching fly balls or throwing over in the strings. We have the schedules for you for that day. Our managers and coaches are going around to check you. They'll see the names on your back. They're going around and check you, and they're going to jot down little bits of information about you. And we're going over at noon today at lunch. At 12:15, we'll break for lunch. We're going over to a room, and we're going to pick the teams by draft. They're going to be smart enough to be able to judge you by then, and they're going to select these teams. We will post those teams at 1 o'clock over in the locker room. Now, this afternoon, there are 5 teams. There will be 4, every day there will be 4 teams playing games. That means one team will be off. Now, and I don't say off. This is the thing that they suggested last year at the camp, because we wore you guys out last year. You have the optional in the afternoon of having one day off. We will have workouts for you if you want to work out, or you can go play golf. You can do anything you want to. That's going to be your option. But we will have places for you to work out that particular day. You will have 4 games this week, plus the big game at the end. Any questions on that? Okay. Starting tomorrow in the morning, every morning, we are going to have 30 minutes of fundamentals. Each group will go to a different station 5 times. You'll have 5 different sets of fundamentals starting tomorrow. Now, it was suggested, these guys are going to be with you most of the time, these Hall of Famers, as your coaches and managers. But tomorrow, we're going to have the Hall of Famers stay in one spot, and you guys will rotate without your coaches and manage, so you'll get a chance to meet all these fellas and be working with all these fellas and get to know all of them. So we're going to do that starting tomorrow. Now, how many guys in this group have caught some? How many catchers have we got? Let's have those hands up high so I can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good, because right now, as you signed up, we only had 4 catchers listed, and we got 5 teams. So that would make it a little different. I would like to have you fellas change positions as the week goes on. If you listed yourself as outfielders, you're going to find that you might want to pitch. You might want to play the infield. You might want to catch. So when you go to your managers, tell them that you've played some of those other positions and that you'd like to change. We would like to have you rotate around and get as much of the baseball as you can possibly get. The one thing that I need to have you do when you're doing these fundamentals, I'm going to blow a bullhorn. Now, don't shoot me when I blow that bullhorn. It makes a lot of noise, but that means you should rotate and go to your next session. And we'd like to have you kind of hustle on because we've got just so much time during the day. So when the bullhorn blows, it's time to go to your next station. I'm going to go through some of our rules that we have. And every year we have to change these game rules because of little things that come up. Pinch runners, and a lot of fellas get bad legs, so we have to use pinch runners. If a pinch runner is used, he cannot steal. He's not allowed to steal because we found managers were always putting the fastest guy in a pinch run and take off and steal. So there's no stealing for a pinch runner. And also, the manager must take the last man that made out that inning or the inning before as the pinch runner. So you can't pick the fastest guy all the time. There is free substitution due to injuries. Every day the manager will list all 13 or 14 players in the scorebook, and you will all hit in that order. We want everybody to play offensively and defensively. There are no intentional walks. That is out. We want everybody to play as much as they want. Now, today, since you pitchers are going to be throwing over on the strings area, all of you who are listed as pitchers are going to be throwing today and showing these managers how well you can throw so they can draft you. Today only, we're going to let our instructors be the pitchers because you're going to wear yourself out over there and you would not be able to pitch 9 innings in the afternoon. So we'll let our instructors pitch, but they must pitch. This is another rule we had to make against their own team, and we'll explain that to you later on. You play 9 innings, there'll be no ties, you play out all ties. There is a 3-hour time limit on the games in the afternoon. Now, the final game that we have, the big game between the instructors and the campers, I will explain more of those rules to you at night after dinner. I'll explain those rules to you and how we will arrange which team plays first and so forth down the line. I'm not going to take any more time today explaining those rules because I know you guys are anxious to get out and ready to get going. Every morning at 7 o'clock, breakfast starts, 8:15, breakfast is over, and we want you all dressed at 9 o'clock in the morning. So I would suggest you leave wake-up calls with the front desk to wake yourself up. We used to have a guy go through there and blow a bullhorn or blow a whistle. He got shot. Fellas didn't want him out there blowing that whistle, so we got him out of there. So he called the front desk for wake-ups or turn on your alarm in your room. White uniforms for all games. I know some of you got some gray uniforms, but wear your white uniforms for all the games. Anybody have any questions? I know I went through a lot of these things. We'll go over them as we go along. Yeah, Charlie. Yeah, that's what I was going to start telling them tonight, Charlie. Instead of taking the time today, I'll tell them all, go over all of that tonight on the final game. Because we got to talk about the pass list and some of the others at night. I would like to call up Bill Bueller up here right now. Bill has been our head trainer down here for 6 camps, and he's been with the Dodgers I don't know how long. We go back a long, long time. He's a lot older than I am, but you want to...
Good morning. One thing on the stretching, we'll stretch for at least 20, 25 minutes in the morning. Now, the best thing to do for yourself is do a little bit of stretching after the morning session. In the afternoon session, the coaches will stretch you fellas, but then when you get finished, do it again afterwards. It'll really pay off for you. Remember now, if you get any sore spots on your feet at all, if it feels hot at all, that means you're getting a blister. Let's get it taken care of right away so you don't have the blister. It might be a good idea if you have new shoes with you to bring the old pair of shoes out with you so you can change, just to be on the safe side. The other thing you have to worry about here is being dehydrated. If you don't think you're sweating that much, but I guarantee you'll be losing some weight out here. So we like to have you drink plenty of water. We'll have a Gatorade cart going, that's not right. We'll have a Pritz Plus cart going around, and it's there for you to use, and please use it. It really is important. Another thing, if you have any injuries at all, we want to know about it now. We don't want to wait and find out later on. Come in and see us. We're here to help you. We want you to have a heck of a week, and I know you will. Thank you.
Okay, anybody have any questions at all? Yes. What's that?
Other than injuries, figures if two people want to play second base, you just switch from every other.
We'll switch, yeah. We want everybody to play as much defensive positions as they can. So you'll have to switch around. The managers will switch you around so that everybody gets in a certain amount of time. That's why also that I would like to have you be able to switch positions. If you're an infielder, there's no reason why you can't go out and play the outfield, isn't there, Lou? Anybody can play the outfield, isn't it? Yes. In the morning, this morning, just take your choice where you want to go, and there'll be two sessions. What are you listed as now? Infielder. All right. You can join the infield group. They're going in the batting cages first. The infielders will be. Then there'll be two sessions where they'll be out on the field. You can take one of those sessions with the infield, the other session with the outfield, or go over with the pitchers and the catchers, whatever you want to do. That's your choice. And I hope that we, as I say, if we can get those catchers, we can get a lot of you guys to want to catch. That's another thing about our young instructors. Some of them can catch. The only thing that, and this is a rule that we have, these guys cannot hit. We don't want them hitting. We don't want them playing any positions but pitching. If you run out of pitchers or if you run out of catchers, they can catch. But they're not hitting or anything else. Llewellyn, you ever catch? You got your cup on though, haven't you? Okay, let's get out here, out with Bill, and we'll do our stretching right now.
All right, I'm ready. Out there. Let's go, Ernie. Hey, let's go. Lead them out. Give me. Kiwi. All right. Very funny. I'd like to be with you.
Go get him, man. Go get him.
I heard him too.
Now, if you work real hard, you turn out to look like Clark Kent.
No, I'm retired him.
You're a good actor.
Thank you.
You made it look easy.
That's the way it should be. Hey, go ahead. Josh, stop. Let's throw the front. You guys throw back to me now.
Don't miss.
All right, I hope I don't miss. One hop to first.
Outstanding.
All right.
Throw him out.
Got him.
You done good.
Sorry. Doesn't work with the tapes, the videos.
Come closer.
Okay. You buy. I mean, you get a video at the end, but is there extra film you can buy?
Oh, what a grin. All right.
Bad hop, bad hop.
Bad hand.
Okay, Marlis, flub one for the cameras. Break the infield. It's only the first day.
I see.
Yeah, it's just the first day.
Nice pick. Attaboy.
Good play.
Oh. Uh-oh. Bingo.
Way to knock it down, partner.
You bet.
Clearwater, and Edsel was there. Edson and Bullet Bob were taking fun. I was playing pepper with him. I hit Edsel right in the nuts, and he didn't flinch. I told Sanchez about it. I said, Joe, what's going on? He says he hadn't felt anything there in 20 years. Last one.
He said he's got the all kind of
One more.
friends that he met with them.
Oh, here, one more. Don't end on that one. Gotta catch it.
Okay, men, the whirlpool will be open.
All right.
Wait a month.
That ball, that thing is alive.
Well, I was with Cleveland.
Just a little bit what it's all about. Where do you make your home? First match. First person ever in that'd be a good ratio of dollars to pesos. It's 3-to-1. It's probably still thinks up $100 a year. Living. Huh? Mexico. It's 1,000 pesos to a buck. Is that right? I think when I got in the commodity business.
Go ahead and shoot.
Oh yeah, look at this action shot here, huh? You the photographer are you Jack?
I'm Jack.
Okay, Jack. Your friend told me to see you. I want to take care of you.
15-ball side pocket.
Oh, what a shot.
Okay.
After each race. After each race.
Oh, yeah,
Okay, headlines in the paper. Campanella's got to get tested. That kind of big publication. Who? Jack Morris. Oh yeah, I heard that. $1.3 million? $1.8 million? I can't count that high. I'm asking, wasn't it? He's damn close to it.
Good guy. And to you. You're gonna have another good one. Number in my name.
You bet.
Thank you. See you later.
In a glass? Well down ice? Yeah.
regular Millers and a light.
Herbie.
No?
No, but good. Going on.
So that light's gonna kill me.
You get used to it. It's show business.
Give me a...
That's all right. The hand is
Snider got second.
Came out to your kingdom.
What did you?
The NCAA ran the Final Four. Yeah. Stay out in your Westland Hotel with just breakfast. Away from Seattle. That's just Seattle. I breakfast got fantastic.
Thanks a lot. I've been with him for 6 years.
I'm Ron McLaughlin from Seattle.
Sure. Yeah. I was, oh, really? On my calendar, and I think I called Salem, Oregon. They had the date clear, but I have to be the date time. I got a date in Kiel, Island, off of Charleston. Actually, Harmon and his brother.
When will that happen?
I don't have a date yet. Sometime, I'd say sometime in July or August.
Well, I grew up in Eugene. Just,
Yeah, well, I know. I was there in that old ballpark here over the WPA. About that one. And there's a friend of mine there, Hugh Luby.
I used to be the bat boy for the Eugene Emeralds, and Hugh Luby was the coach.
Yeah. He turned his golf business over to his son, I think. Right. The barber got a haircut.
Right.
And Eugene's a nice town.
It is a nice town.
You know, it always has been. I went over to Corvallis and visited some friends over there. Yeah.
We're going to the home run hitter now. You want me to
But I tell you, the LA people were super. They were. Oh, shit, I knew I couldn't play, and I told Austin, I said, I can't play, not shortstop. I were sent at first base or third base.
That was the year they weren't. Now you had to be quick. You had the transitional. You transition.
Newcomb didn't come out there.
And Duke kept hitting
Gil had a
440
bad an operation.
The right field fence was so long in LA that he wasn't hitting long outs.
What was it? I got a big kick out of it, really, because he hit that right field fence at Evans Field all those years. He's going and going. I said, now you know how everybody else feels.
Right.
Brandon's going to be back.
I guess he didn't like that.
Carlos, you know that kid, he had that little baby that died, and that worked on him. Then I'm going to get I think he's got him a job teaching school and going to
probably
baseball there. He's a homebody anyway.
He's a good guy. I like him.
Yeah, he is. I really like him.
I enjoy his company. We talked a lot. I know he wasn't too pleased with the move, but it's just the way things are.
Well, I don't know why they did that, because he won the thing down there. You know, he won it a couple of years down there.
I don't know either. I thought he did.
I know the last year I was there with him, we won it.
I could have ran you over twice.
3, I think, from our team. But there's only about 15 returnees, and most of the guys are there.
A lot of people.
A lot of people. 75, 72.
Same amount that we had last year.
No, 2 more. So instead of 4 teams, they're going to have 5 teams. Because one team is going to have a bye, and they've got something new. You've got to watch us play tomorrow because they're going to have a draft. They're going to draft
War college in Newport, Rhode Island, then I joined on the Alabama. And I always got shooting, skiing. National Rifle Association.
It is on you.
They used to be called Terry Store. Is that what they're still called?
They sort of changed it.
Oh, did they? What they call them?
Little necks.
Okay.
No,
Well, Philadelphia calls it Cherry Store.
things do change.
I need a fork. I got a fork. This is what I came down for, to show you I can eat these.
Ooh.
It always turns my stomach when I see it.
Don't you like those?
No. Oh.
I'm glad you're taking a picture.
Adcock with 2 men on base hit a ball over the net, but it hit that column that held the net in place, and it caromed around and fell in between the nets. Wally Moon is playing left field. He's running into Dasco, and he says, "The rule book says any ball in the net is a 2-base hit." Rule in favor of Wally Moon.
I think he made the right ruling, really.
That's great.
That decision made the difference. We lost that game. Made the difference of 2 games standing. Now, if we were tied, we played 12.
That's right, I did think it
should have won
sure.
by 2 games.
We should have won the pennant 50.
Yeah, the guy that gave us a fit.
Way too good to give us a fit.
Hey, 56 winning. It will. St. Louis. 1 game ahead, 3 to play. St. Louis is 4 games back. You know, they're mired in 4th place. So we had a young left-hander.
With age,
But the plan was for this left-hander who was a Cuban or Latin anyway.
Oh, I know.
And I can't think of his name either. Yeah.
Having a great time. What about you?
Well, my hand hurts a little bit from batting today, but other than that, I feel pretty good.
Well, if you think that's bad, you wait till tomorrow morning when you can't get out of bed and I have to come over and drag you. Then you'll be pretty good.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah. Hey, that's right. I forgot they got all these nice guys down here.
That's right. That's what we paid for that, right?
There you go. Yeah, believe me, we paid for that. You've been a star. Hey, just fine. Jim, hey, Jim, how are you? Just fine, just fine.
Well, he was mad at me for eating these, but
No, the reason.
The high cut goes to the back. You can see it right here, right? This is a high side, right? That goes to the back.
Okay, what do you think so far?
There you go. Now, if you don't have any tape or any
tape it on.
if you don't have tape, you don't have to tape it on. If you don't have any tape, what you do is put this all the way up like that. Okay? Bring this up this way. Okay? Now you do this. This is the way we used to do it in the old times. Guy Wellman knows about that. This way, and then just, and that's going to stay on. Great, I appreciate that. Okay.
See? Baseball is easy.
Well, it is.
Been very, very good to me.
What do you think of the camp so far?
Great.
Is it interesting yet?
Oh, yeah. Felt like a young kid again today when I got up at 5 o'clock. Ready to go.
You like those early morning hours?
Oh, yeah. Get up early anyway, but it sure was a lot of fun.
I'll talk to you tonight and see how you feel.
All right.
Oh, yeah. How's it feel to be back?
Oh, great. Couldn't wait. Promised myself I was going to do a lot of working out from last year, but didn't do a thing this year.
Prepared the same way, huh?
Yeah, didn't do anything.
Well, it worked last year. You won, didn't you?
Sure did.
Didn't matter.
And had a great time, too.
Well, Frank, here we are again.
Yep, back to it, right?
Doing it. Twice a year, just like clockwork, huh?
Absolutely. That's what gets it up, right?
Oh, you want to say hi to him?
Hi out there. Say hi to my wife, my dog, my cat.
Jeremy, say hi to
Jeremy. Hi, Jeremy.
And my wife Cindy.
And his wife Cindy.
Jen and Lisa.
Yeah, she may be taken with me to camp. It was terrible.
How you feel this morning? This is the
Hey, I
first
feel
day.
great.
Yeah.
Absolutely great.
Little anticipation?
Anticipation? Yeah,
Ask him how
sure
many
it is.
times he's been in Bueller's office.
That's
already.
right. Hey, listen, I'm prepared. It's my lifetime dream.
Did you work out prior to coming down?
Yeah, I play ball, every week.
Good.
And yesterday I had a good workout, feel real good. Feel real good. I don't think I'll ever go home. I'm going to pay them to make me stay here.
Feel this morning?
Great, really good, thank you.
Looking forward to it?
Yes, I am.
Yeah,
It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
If I could find my hat, it'd be great.
Can't play without a hat, that's a rule.
Somebody took my hat. Can't find my hat.
Well, I'm sure it'll show up.
I hope so. I'll try and find one.
Like $1 million. $1 million.
Spring training starts today.
Ready. Hoping to go in the second or third round of the draft this morning.
Could be.
Never know.
Sidle up to those instructors and see what they're marking down.
Okay, will do. Any other hints?
Let's see. Be friendly with Frank Robinson.
Sound like a winner.
This is serious stuff.
No, I don't think so.
Bet it is.
How serious is it?
Boy, he's got his game face on already.
Absolutely.
Gonna get out there and stretch some muscles today. What do you think of it so far?
Before I became a Dodger, Ernie was my idol too. Baseball's all-time leading base stealer, Lou Brock. Without a doubt, one of baseball's greatest catchers, Roy Campanella. One of the best fastballs they ever started hockey back in those days, Rapid Robert Feller. Model of consistency all those years with 18 All-Star teams, Al Kaline. Fifth on the home run list, 573 career home runs, Harmon Killebrew. Next guy enjoyed 6 21-20 win seasons, Juan Marichal. In the Dodger organization, all we got to do is say the captain of the Dodgers, Reese. The ace of the Philly staff for so many years, Rodgers. One of the greatest hitters of all time in both the National and American League, Frank Robinson. The great debate, one of the best center fielders in baseball and a big home run hitter for the Dodgers, Snider. The winningest left. The knuckleball king, Hoyt Wilhelm. There they are. Those are the guys that are going to be working with you fellas out here this week. So you've got some outstanding people to work with. I'd like to introduce the Sarasota Bradenton entry, the only championship we had last year, Joe Alvarez. Pitching coach for the Vero Beach Club, Dennis Llewellyn. Just got promoted, the new manager of the Great Falls Rookie League Club, Jim Stokel. And it just doesn't seem like it's been 7 years you've been managing. He's our AA manager, Gary LaRock. Now I'd like to introduce our trainers. This man has been with the Dodgers for a number of years, and he's going to come up here and say a few words to you a little bit. Bill Bueller. His number one assistant on the big league club, Charlie Strasser. And the trainer for the Vero Beach Dodgers and my right-hand man in the Arizona Instruction League, Rob Giesecke. Cages, live hitting anywhere, wear a batting helmet. When you warm up, and you'll start this today, when you warm up, everybody warm up and throw in the same. Somebody keep Juan awake out here. Another thing, please don't leave who's got a glove? Out of charge. Don't leave a baseball in a glove. If you put a baseball in a glove and lay it down in the field somewhere, someone is, when you're running, might step on that glove, and if it's set, that ball's in there, it's going to turn your ankle or something, and it come over and hit you in the mouth or hit you in the head, so be careful around the batting cages. In the cages, we suggest that you use the metal bats. Because if you don't, as you found out yesterday, those who worked out, you're going to get your thumbs jammed a little bit, and you're going to break a lot of bats right off the bat. During the games, you're going to this morning, you're going to start stretching with Bill. He's going to stretch you about 20 to 25 minutes every day and a little jogging. This is certainly going to help you in the next 5 days, because we want you all to finish this camp and be healthy at the end. And if you follow these instructions on the stretching, I think you will. It's going to help your legs. Teams off and go to one of the trainers and let them fix your blisters. If you're injured at all, report immediately to the trainers and let them work on you, get the ice on you, and the heat treatments, whatever they suggest, and they'll get you back out on the field real fast. Now, this last fall we started out something different, and we're going to do it over in the spring. We have the schedules for you for that day. Our managers and coaches are going around to check you. They'll see your names on your back. They're going around and checking. They're going to jot down little enough to be able to judge you by then, and they're going to select these teams. We will post those teams at 1 o'clock over in the locker room. Now, this afternoon, there are 5 teams. There will be 4 every day out that particular day. You will have 4 games this week, plus the big game at the end. Any questions on that? Okay. Starting tomorrow in the morning, every morning. Let's have those hands up high so I can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good, because right now, as you signed up, we only had 4 pitchers listed, and we got 5 teams. So that's good, but make it a little different. I would like to have you fellas change positions as the week goes on. If you listed yourself as outfielders, you're going to find that you might want to pitch. You might want to play the infield. You might want to catch. So when you go to your... The one thing that I need to have you do when you're doing these fundamentals, I'm going to blow a bullhorn. Don't shoot me when I blow that bullhorn. It makes a lot of noise. But that means you should rotate and go to your next session. And we like to have you kind of hustle on because we've got just so much time during the day. So when the bullhorn blows, it's time to go to your next station. I'm going to go through some of our rules that we have and showing these managers how well you can throw so they can draft you. Today only, we're going to let our instructors be the pitchers because you're going to wear yourself out over there and you would not be able to pitch 9 innings in the afternoon. So we'll let our instructors pitch, but they 3-hour time limit on the games in the afternoon. Now, the final game.
Nation.
I made it one way, guys. Huh? I made it one way. Come on, Lou, this is your business. Run it. Come on.
Of all my...
Come on, PB, this is your business. Run it.
I just got through making the whole thing.
Did you run? That's all you did the whole career was running. If I had played slicker,
Well,
get the fucking win.
Get it up in the air and there it goes.
What? Yeah, it's my friend. Once the season gets going, you only play once a year. Duke, how do you feel? Let's go.
Drive like that,
Come on, Pee-wee. Pee-wee, come on. That's it. There you go. Right.
Let's go, Herman. Okay, right now.
Hey, Duke.
Hey, let's go to the left, or you look to the right.
Oh, this is great. This is for the back, Juan.
Down. Gotta go down.
Good for one arm. Good for the back. Juan, help your back.
Now your legs go to the
Harmon.
right side, and you look left.
Right, look left or go the other.
Smile. God, I love that. Look at that.
Just great.
He's always having a good time.
Let your knees lean to the right side. Knees.
Just help your back.
Put your arms out to your side.
Bob, fella.
Swing them the other way.
Bob.
What I come here for, Dan.
Bob.
Have a good time.
Just help your back, Bob.
Spahn led
The game's win.
Mr. Killebrew.
Is he the commissioner this time?
You bet.
Oh, God, he's serious, too.
He's dead serious.
Ah.
Look at it. He's checking these guys out.
He was always there. He just wasn't always awake. Oh, yeah. That's serious stuff there.
I'm starting nothing. I'm not going to be able to finish.
They're telling Syracuse football players and basketball players at State Medical Center. He said when he got in there, there's just very little cartilage at all in the joint. And he said there wasn't really trimming.
Repaired my esophagus. I had a hernia. Front took he wouldn't let Gibby get away or any other thing get away.
I don't know why they're very close, too.
And down,
And you know,
arms up and hold.
really,
And down. Sitting down, now feet together.
look at, we're strangers.
Now extend your left leg.
I'm waiting.
Guard your right
What do you
knee,
want? Oh,
And bring it up.
get up.
That's a great
I had a heart on
uniform.
a little while ago. Huh?
It's a great uniform.
The Braves are going to go back to
Well, I
the...
love those old uniforms. You know what I liked was the old uniforms the Pirates had and the Cubs with the sleeveless.
Oh, I didn't like those.
I thought those were great. Man, they looked like
they're
basketball
basketball.
Cincinnati
And
uniforms.
front twist.
Pittsburgh Clemente.
They look better when they got Clemente, though, didn't they? There for a while, they looked bad, but
Well,
when
what
they
about
got Clemente,
Klazuski?
yeah.
He was
Hey,
Let's go to the other side.
we went to Pittsburgh, 52. And Pittsburgh, that's a club that Garagiola made his fame with. And we'd go in
And
there.
right.
Crandall and I were rooming
Put your left foot
together.
inside your left
And I was
thigh.
pitching the next day. And we were going over the hitters, laying in bed. We were laughing like hell. Remember Smith, the first baseman, about this tall?
Paul Smith,
And they had Kishoric,
Clem Kishore,
Clem Kishoric, and
the O'Brien twins.
the O'Brien. They had a bunch of sandblowers,
Let's go to the other side.
And we started laughing.
Hands behind
The
the knee.
infield in Pittsburgh was hard. Say the way to beat the Pirates is hit high ground balls. Couldn't jump to get them. And I'll be son of a bitch. We're going over the hitters and we're laughing every time. Don't pitch this guy high. Roll the ball.
And relax.
And I'll be son of a
Bend both legs.
bitch.
And lean back about 6 feet.
That's the club that used to celebrate on a day off. They didn't lose.
Funny, you remember when Clemente showed up, how odd he looked? I thought, what the hell's he doing here? And all of us, he was the oddest guy. He ran funny, and he fielded crazy. Everything he did like emotional. But all of a sudden, he started doing it pretty good.
Did it well, huh?
That was the way to do it after a while.
I'll tell you.
Oh, see, you gotta pay for that.
He did a hell of a job, though.
I gotta use that. Pretty good looking kid. Didn't make you mad.
Well, you can have that, no charge.
Huh?
You can have that, no charge.
Oh, okay.
But I got to get another Cosell out of it.
Oh, no, not anymore. I stopped doing Cosell. He found out about it.
I didn't tell him.
I didn't either, but he heard about it. Since then, I have become picking on someone else.
Oh.
Yeah, like Drysdale,
Can you imitate Drysdale?
Duke Snider, yeah. No, not anymore.
Still throwing the spitballs. You never know which way it's going.
Your palms on the ground, knees are bent. Slowly straighten out your leg, let your head drop, and raise your hips. Relax, bring your hands back about 6 inches. Straighten out the legs again. Drop your head and raise your hips. Relax. Bring your hands back 6 inches. The knees are down, hips are up. Head is down. Relax your right leg, put your strong on the left side. Now change right leg over to the left. Back again to the left side. Feet again. Turn around. Shift your weight over to the left side. Now shift them over to the right side. Back over to the left and roll up on your right heel.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know that well.
Come on out of it. Step out with your left foot, keeping your right leg straight, both hands on the ground. Drop your head. Keep the left and right leg straight. Hand up flat. Hands to your left knee. Balance yourself. Hands low. Hands up. Relax, let's go the other side.
They surrender.
Real claw. Get even. You're on the base. Real claw. The base runner? No.
Just tomorrow.
Right.
Yes, you.
You should be doing these. They're good for you. The camera wouldn't feel so heavy after the day's on.
Feels light, no problem.
That's because your arm's broken and just like that and stays like that.
You'll never talk me into this. You might be crazy, but I'm not stupid.
Which one you get? But you gotta buy this here. If you spin them out too fast, you're in trouble. You did. It's the same way in baseball.
Even if you hadn't had that fucking wind blowing into the cup. And he will play the outfield. Then you have Guerrero, Landro, and Marshall, Reggie Williams, Gonzalez as a fifth outfielder.
Two, say?
Well, yeah, that's true.
And Brian?
Brian. I think the only thing is that Brian probably does have one more option. See, he started with us in '83, so he's got another option. So that's the only reason why Gonzalez probably will. He could do a lot of things.
You stay there and watch the ending?
Yeah.
This 42 is a picture and a catch. But Thursday he'll be able to play catch with himself.
I think sidearm is your style. We try the mount. I think sidearm is your style. I'm trying to loosen up my arm. Why don't you grab a ball back there? Okay. Where? Follow through. There's a ball back there. You want the string? Yeah, go ahead. No, one is the same spelling and everything. Same name. I was about 6 years old.
This obviously ain't the first time you pulled the rubber.
It's been a while, but that's all I used to do.
Sure. Just remember, guys, all that effort you do throwing, it's not worth a damn unless you throw it over the plate. All that good energy. Ball. Let me see you throw 5 strikes in a row, Brownie. 5? Yeah. Come on. 1. Giving that one? 3. Ooh, I don't know.
That's
2.5.
That's Frank
That's a low one there.
I think it's just too much pressure here.
2.5. I want to see how you handle it. Ball.
Everybody's got their
See
eyes.
that? You gave him a couple pitches. He wants everything.
All right. What are you going to do to get the ball down now? You know?
Now it's
Then the back?
now it's 2-0. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna
No,
do?
I'm asking you.
Look to the bullpen. Let's see.
I'm asking you a question.
Then the back?
Well, no. Hang on to the ball longer. Look.
Follow through.
Do you know what artillery fire is, over, under, and for effect is?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now, if you're throwing high and you're aiming low, or that's your intention, it means your sights are off. Look at that.
Oh!
Right.
Bonnie, I wish
Look
I'd
at
have
that.
met you earlier.
Now let me see you pitch high by intent. In other words, that top string. Okay. Now go back down around the knees. See, you're not concerned now about throwing strikes. You're thinking about location. You're up too high. Bounce this one.
Bounce it?
Yeah. All right.
Again, I
All right, but look, you got to find a reason why the ball goes each place that you throw it. It's either you release too soon, too late, your mechanics, your footwork. Look, little tiny inches right here make the difference laterally on the plate. So if you're wild outside, then step a little bit inside. All right, right.
That's enough. Hey, Brownie, you're in good shape now.
I'll tell you what, by the end of the year, you're going to be pretty good. You better go to that artillery show. Serious, you know.
Already, he noticed.
Maybe he was watching some pitch. This guy went.
Oh, the Gil Hodges method of pitching. You just take a little punt off the base.
What good would it do?
Get it.
Hit it.
You did.
One group on the line and the other group on front. Fellas, we're all going.
Listen,
Go towards the outfield.
yeah, and I'll throw the same way.
One group on the line, one group out. Just start easy.
Okay. Not too far out now, just nice and easy.
I'll hit fungos to the group in right, and we'll switch halfway through. Go. That's it. Here we go. Good. Book.
Rolling to you is better?
Yeah, oh, that's just hold it.
job, but your shoulder stays where it is. Your shoulder can't get, if your shoulder go out too, you're off balance. Your shoulder goes that way, you know, when you swing. Power ball, you're off balance, yeah. Or dribbler to third. Yeah. Yeah, but what it is learn how to use your lower body has to go one way, and your shoulder got to stay like this. You got to practice. Can you do that without moving your shoulders? This hip, just think of this hip going that way. Yeah, that's right. That way. No, wait, going that way. That shoulder. Yeah, that's right. When you get that hip out, that's what they call power. When you can learn how to get that hip out of the way and hold that shoulder, like a karate move. But it's that move that you, that's for real hitting with power, because the faster you get your hips out of the way, the faster you come the better. Good hitters are like this. Body like that. The hips is out. That is right there. The hit is there.
Don't get on top of the plate, though. Get off the plate. Okay. Have you up that far end? I fell left. What's the difference? Not really get far. I guess the best. It's real different back here than it is up there. It's easier, right? Yeah. I get that sting every time. Wake up. That's why you don't get right flush. Yeah. Can't dance if you're on your heels. Show guys. Whoa, nice shot. No, Randy. Are you still living in Colbert? I just bought some property, just started building in Colbert. Where? On the corner of Mission and Willow Glen. We bought 3.5 acres, putting up a second home. I live there.
It's always fun to hit up the middle.
So Ernie, you work out with weights in the office? No. So we do something for your wrists? No, not really. Hey, you know.
Yeah, the way it.
He kept saying, "Oh, there must be some secret to why he's hitting all these home runs."
And then Vince Scully came along in Chicago. He said, "You got 65 RBIs already. We haven't gotten halfway through the season. What are you driving in? Ghosts?"
You drove in with almost 90 runs more than the next guy on the team, right? 90 runs, was that what it was?
Well, for the middle of the season, we played the Dodgers at Wrigley, and I had about 65 RBIs. Both legs. He didn't know.
On when you turn the glove on catching low pitches, or how far down you went as far as catching up, or just
you always would try to catch the low pitches coming this way, the high pitches coming this way. Just get in the habit.
Very smooth in the sense that
always try to catch that ball in front of your body, wherever it's at.
You know what I find harder working with the kids now? The thin borderline between the low pitch where you backhand and not.
See, the umpire sometimes depends on your movement. When he calls questionable pitches.
That's exactly what I mean.
Boy, you can catch the low pitch and just you're not trying to convince him to do anything. Just catch it. And if it's a questionable pitch, a lot of times you get that pitch. You catch that ball right here. That's a strike. That is 6 inches outside.
Who's the best umpire you have had to play?
Unquestionably, you have all good umpires. Oh,
I didn't have any favorites. But they rotate every day.
You think that's good or bad?
Not much you can say.
I think you should tell because fans all over the country will be able to hear that story someday, and they'll know that you originated it. And because Hank Aaron
I'm
will come
feeling
back
good.
one day.
Yeah, no,
True
I want
story.
to stay there because you got a chance to.
You're talking about Yogi.
Come back and win the game.
Well, you know,
How
Yogi
often do
used
they
to
listen?
talk to the
And
hitters
let me
all the
tell you,
time, and Hank came up,
I
and
never was
if you ever saw a
lucky enough
bat that Hank used,
have a good
the marks on his bat are like a left-hander
when I
used.
pitched for the Giants.
He turned the bat over when he hit,
In
and
1977,
he had
I hurt my
the label
leg.
facing in the wrong way where he was hitting against the grain of the bat. And Yogi says, "Hey, Hank, you got the label pointed the wrong way."
I tried to.
And Yogi popped up and he says, "I was up here to hit. I was not up
15
here to
and 4
read."
going to the.
So, you know.
3-4 days, breaking it in the center part of it. You saw more in the pocket area. So that's one of the big keys of being a good infield, a consistent infield. Infielder that make routine plays all the time. So the glove is important in being a good infield, the proper glove. Short fingers, and break it in properly. You should have two. One you break it in, and one you use in the game. You really have to be on your toes. On your toes at all times. The position is on your toes. Knees bent. It's like a sitting position. Position, the glove, and the position are the key in being a good infielder. And the key thing is the position is on the toes, back straight, and when ball is hit in your direction, head is down. You really should see the top of the button in the cap when you're fielding properly. That means your eyes are following the ball right into the glove. And try to feel the ball in front of the body rather than underneath the body. The ball's got to be out here on your toes, and you're moving for the ball. Keeping your arms out front and head down when the ball is hit. The head will be all the way down. Many times, a lot of us have a problem with the fear of hard hit ball. And making throws or more or less based on throwing off your right foot. Your right. There's always, you got to set the right, plant the right for everything you do in throwing the ball correctly. If you're over this way, you're going to throw off balance. But if you're over this way too far off balance, you got to really plant this right foot. When you feel the ball, you got to plant here to throw. It's kind of like the trigger mechanism. On your toes and throwing off the right side and arms up.
Inside. Now they cut out the man on each side. You know what? You can look straight at the picture. And if you can't see that runner on first base or your first base, there's something wrong with it. I mean, looking straight at the picture, you can see every damn thing. Now, I see this group over here now. Everything. You tell me a man can outrun a baseball? Try it.
There's one. Yeah,
No, they can't.
Those are an illusion.
But it's
Tried a few times. It wasn't an illusion.
They correct that with the
He
mask.
doesn't correct it. He doesn't have his mask to go to.
You think it's a catcher's fault because he just doesn't have it tight enough?
He doesn't have it adjusted. And the mask slips on his face.
Yeah, every one of
And
them.
he can't see.
Every one of them. They throw in that mask will go to the side. Yeah.
That's right.
Are these masks the same weight? Can you get this in different weight or the same
I
weight?
know back when I was playing, I weighed mine weighed around 5.
They weigh different.
I tell you,
That looks heavy.
Mizuno,
They're lighter now.
Mizuno just came out with a new one that weighs 3.5 ounces. Strap on your mask. Actually, when you take the when you go back to the bench, you take the helmet and the mask off together. Now, because you only wear the helmet for catching.
Wind up with getting that count off for the pitcher too.
Is that true, Juan? Where did you get it from?
Okay, let me explain the rules. We got numbers 1 through 5.
First draft team will sit here, the second there, third, fourth, fifth. Three of you can sit together. Now, the order of the draft is, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 pick gets 2. So then it goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then the 1 gets 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 and 5 get 2 picks.
Won the second time.
Won the
Now they let those guys go first and came in last.
That's the
last
to be first.
Number 1. Hey, Kaline, Dalton, hey, Juan, come on over here.
We're in the right.
Zero.
Vero Beach.
Oh, let's get out of here. Hurry up.
Vero Beach.
Juan, how much do we get our number 1 pick?
We'll talk about that. We'll negotiate later. Good draft.
Okay, we'll give you 3 minutes to get your act together.
You don't have to.
We're the best, Trey. We're the best. Roy, we got it. Roy, watch this.
Yeah, I got him. It may not be down.
What time does 1 o'clock draft start?
All right, we ready?
And also Ron McLaughlin.
Sit. We'll cross it off here, and we'll put it on your team up there. So we've got on that page behind you broken down by positions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will have 2 picks, and then back to 4, 3, 2, 1 will have 2 picks. Keep going back and forth.
Okay, we're ready to trouble.
Now, probably, so we don't hurt anybody's feelings. We don't want to tell the campers that they were, the last.
We're going to tell them all they were number 1.
I'll tell them all they're number 1.
That's all right.
Okay.
On my team.
Vero Beach, number 1 pick.
Go.
Our first pick, Junior Marcus.
Junior Marcus. Versus.
Marty first.
Marty versus. Pitcher. Bakersfield.
Lyman. Michael Lyman.
Mike Lyman. Mike Lyman.
Put him down as an outfielder.
Outfielder. Okay, outfielder.
We got Stansberry here.
Stansberry.
Oh, beautiful.
What do you want him as?
All right, my track.
Okay. Make sure you guys get enough.
Hey, little rock. Hey, little rock.
Yeah.
Hey, little rock.
If you want. Roach.
The pitcher that could hit was always real proud of him.
No ill feelings. All of you.
Where's Dennis?
All right.
Hey,
I just wish that they would change alphabetical order once in a while and go the opposite way. Yeah,
Change the name.
All right, yeah. All right.
This here. You fellas are watching that. We're here on Albuquerque and San Antonio. As soon as you see where you are, go over to the stadium. There might be some.
Yeah, San Antonio, yeah.
Let those names go. This is a big league. You're on beach and next to the field on 3-1 for the outfielders. Albuquerque, San Antonio. Field 1. Ernie Banks. Orange would be right. Field 1. No, oh yeah, that's great.
When he went to the Marichal. You and Jay are on the same team.
Okay, right, let's right out there now. We gotta get started. Okay, try, move it. Yes, when does the training season end? I don't know.